trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
What's up, YouTube? Let's talk about collections. So I'm still working my way through my collections. I've done 1 through 9 so far. So on my Jordans. So let's get in. I think I did my Adidas. So let's get into 10s. Let's get back into these Jordans and get these videos moving. 10s. All right. So 10s are not really one of my favorite silhouettes. However, you wouldn't be able to tell it about how many I have. And that's because of the city pack. While I don't necessarily have a thing for 10s, I do have a thing for packs. So anything that comes like in a pack, I want it. And that's just kind of a thing for me. 10s, they're kind of a plain shoe, which is kind of like why I like them. But we'll start off, we're going to go with the OGs, my one non-OG, and then, or not one non-OG, there's a whole bunch of non-OGs, but like, so I have 3 OG colorways, and then one that's not an OG colorway, and then the rest are the city pack that came out in 2016. So let's get right into it. Then we'll start off with the Chicago or double nickel, which is this. And so out of all the 10s I have, besides maybe the Londons, these are probably the best leather. For real, like, and plus look at that, that's so cool, that 4.5, I love it. But it's just simple colorway, and I just got these, when I got 3 of them actually. I think that video should be up on the YouTubes today, which is Thursday the 19th. But these have the best quality out of all the 10s I have. Double nickels. Boom. Alright. Next is the powder blue. And like I said, I got these used. I don't necessarily lace mine quite like this, but whatever. But these are alright. I thought the leather's a little stiffer. Yeah, the leather's a bit stiffer on the on these. So like right here, you can see that, right? That leather right there. So we'll go to the same spot on this shoe, and it's not the same. It's kind of firm. So powder blue. And this is an OG colorway. It's a must for my collection. It's a simple, like, here's a red one, here's a blue one. You know, looking cool. Powder blue. Alright. And these are the steels. So I think these were the first to drop, actually. And they dropped a little different than what they look now. They had this toe cap on them originally, and I think Michael Jordan said they made them look slow. And this leather is about the same as the powder blue. So these came out were made in 2013. This was made in 2013. This one is made in 2014. Or came out in 2015. So, and you can just that right there. You know? But the steel had this original, like the first release of these had like a cap on it right there, which you don't see very often. But these are the steel. And it's just, again, it's a simple white sneaker with a black outsole. They did switch it up on these though and put a white midsole rather than having the black midsole like you see on the other 2 OG colorways. So, steel. Alright, and then my first non-OG colorway that's not a part of the city pack, and the only one, which is the way I used to lace them right there, is the Lady Liberty. And I don't know what kind of materials this is. I don't think it's leather, but it might be leather. And these came out, or were made in 2014, so they probably dropped sometime either early 2015 or late 2014, I don't remember. But the materials are different. I don't necessarily know that it's leather. I'm pretty sure that it's some type of plastic, like plastic leather. It's soft, but it's really neat. I like the way that it looks. And then the midsole has this like cement look to it. And I really dig that. I like this blue. I am going to take these laces out and put the black laces back in. Same with this one. I'll go back to the original lacing. So these are the Lady Liberties. Let's keep trucking up. So the rest of the 10s are all going to be a city pack. It's all going to be my city pack. So we're just going to get through these pretty quick. Y'all know them. Y'all don't like them. Most of them went to outlets. Most of them anyway. So let's start off with LA. Whoop, whoop. So LA, y'all in the house? Or, what up? So these are LA. Boom. And they have this really cool electric blue, which I think is actually lagoon blue or whatever. That blue right there, that's on the LA, it features the LA tag too. And these were made in 2015, early 16, LA. This is LA. Alright, next is Charlotte. Alright, so this is my personal favorite from the United States cities. They did LA, Chicago, Charlotte, New York, and that's it. And so the materials on these, hard. Materials on these, hard. But these don't feel like leather either. These have more of this kind of feel, the Lady Liberty. But I like this one a lot. But what I like about this one is this like pearlescent appearance. And that purple, and again, that use of that lagoon blue. It's fucking dope. And this is just a clean ass 10. It really is. Purple and teal. Grape color, hornet colors, Charlotte. Dope. Alright. Chicago. I think the colors of this are actually based off the Chicago flag. Just that blue color right there. See? Like light blue, like university blue. And then the red. Now, what's different about these is, listen. It's like that windbreaker style material. And then the leather they use on the little side panels here is actually really good leather. And I can't think of another shoe, or another Jordan anyway, that I've seen like this. I've worn these once. I don't know what the fuck to wear them with. But I really like them. And it's got the Chicago hit there on the side. So those are dope. Alright, and then last for the States is New York. New York. And this is definitely the same material as these guys. I mean, they even look alike. Look. So, yeah, this is New York. And the leather they use here on the side panels is actually really good. It's soft. It's not that hard stuff like on the powder blues. It had the black midsole. It's got the gold flakes in it. And I remember people saying like, oh, these are the poor man's OVOs. They're not even in the same ballpark as the OVOs from what I've seen. I would love to get my hands on the OVOs at a dope price. The black and the white pair. Those are probably the last tints that I buy, unless it's the infrared. I think that's the only other OG colorway I need. So New York, and it's got that New York City hit there on the ankle collar. All right, now we're gonna go to internationals. All right, and Rio. So this is Rio. And again, it's that use of the Lagoon Blue. I know it's a little darker than that Lagoon Blue, huh? But what's cool about these, is I got these off the Nike sneaker app. This is the only ones to release broadly in the States. The leather on the upper is this is that hard stuff that's used on the Charlotte, and I think it's this iridescent. It's got this green flash to it, which I'm hoping that it shows up in the video. It should, because these lights are intense. But again, so this is the Rio. I've worn these probably the most. They got sticky shit all over the bottom. Gross. But it's got that Rio hit on the ankle collar. Dig that. Really do. Alright. And then we have, let's go with this one. Shanghai. Alright, so this is the Shanghai. So this has that Gamma Blue and Fierce Purple, and it's got that Shanghai hit there, or high, on the ankle collar. And the leather on these is pretty good. It's a little harder. It's a little harder than the double nickels, but it's softer than the powder blues. And the outsole initially was so fucking clean. So dope, but I've worn it a couple times. This is my favorite of the City Pack, like straight up, hands down, no questions about it. Because you get these cool like accents right there, and I'm hoping y'all can see it. There's a Gamma Blue on the low part of the cut in the leather, and then the Fierce Purple on the higher part of the cut. I think this shoe was just executed well. In general, I think all of the internationals were done much better than the statesides, and this is not my favorite, but this was an Asia exclusive. I don't know why I said this was my favorite. This is not my favorite. I'll save my favorite one for the last. So this is London. Boom, London. And this is probably the best quality 10 out of the City Pack as far as the leather goes. It's definitely on par with the 4.5 or the double nickel. And then it's cool because it uses the stuff that the LA is made out of. It uses that on the gray paneling around the ankle collar and on the upper with the laces and the stuff like that. So, but like straight up, you can see the quality of this leather. And you can really see it right there. And so it gets the London accent there on the ankle collar. And these are super dope. I love these very, very much. And shout out to, wait, I'll save that for the last one. So London. All right, and these are Paris. All right, so this has that fierce purple on the bottom, and the purple hits there. This has it gets a 75 hit there on the ankle collar, and so I found out that 75 is actually P75 is where the Nike lab is, or where the Nike store is at in Paris. So that's why they have 75 there. And that bit of information is from Peabody. I'll link his IG in the description. But I'm hoping that we can see it. Y'all can see it. There's like, it switches from teal to purple. Hoping that shows up. But it looks like just the purple is showing up. And then like when there's no sunlight on it at all, it almost looks gray. It's just a really cool shoe, like the way that it reflects light. Love this shoe. So these three, all right, I got from Junior 868, and I will put his stuff description in the or put his IG link in the description below. So yeah, these are my 10s, and I brought these down in this cool Soul Totes bag, which you can get from Sneakerheads Clothing, and I will put their link in the description below. This bag is dope. You can fit a whole shit ton of fucking shoes in that bag. So these are my 10s. So real quick, we'll go back through them. London, Paris, Shanghai, Rio, New York. A bad New York accent. Chicago. Bad Chicago accent. Do they have an accent in Chicago? Charlotte, y'all. That's Charlotte. LA. Lady Liberty. Steel. Powder blue. Powder blue. And my favorite one I own, double nickel. Alright, y'all. Thanks for joining me. Y'all have 10s? Y'all like 10s? I guess I should propose a question at the end. Do y'all like 10s? If not, why? If you do, why? Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if anybody wants to sell me the OVO size 11s for retail. That'd be awesome. I will talk to y'all later.